I'm here. I'm here. I got distracted. The new Infinity Nikki update came out like an hour ago, so I've just been going through it, and I was also watching Squid Games for the first time. So, and then I realized it was like 10:55 and I hadn't started prepping for stream yet. I was like, oh fuck. But welcome in everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. Let's see who took my first day. Brad, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Brad, for taking my first today. It makes me very, very happy that you could be my first. We got Daily Pillow from Brad, from Jeremy, from Alex, from Mitha, from Gothosaurus, and Lazy. Welcome in. And let's see who we got for the tarot reading so far in the queue. We're starting off with Gothosaurus with the love reading. And then we've got Bread with a luck reading. Lazy with a love reading. Alex with the general reading. Leonix with the friendship reading. Firehawk with a general reading. Marsh with the general reading. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and we'll start with Gothosaurus' love reading. I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, it's been a pretty chill day. I've been working on some stuff, but mostly I've just been relaxing. The main thing I was looking forward to today was the Infinity Nikki update for like the Lunar New Year stuff. It's always so exciting. I love Lunar New Year in like events and like in games. A lot of the games I play are made in China, so a lot of them heavily celebrate like Lunar New Year, like Genshin and Wuwa and Infinity Nikki. So it's really cool being able to see, and Infinity Nikki especially because the outfits are so cute. They came out with like the traditional clothing, and it's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. So I instantly yoinked that. Well, welcome in. Hi, Fi, welcome in. And CJ, hi, CJ. Yeah, we're gonna do some chill tarot readings. I have exciting news. My crush matched with me on Tinder, by the way. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, that's so exciting, Gothosaurus. Congrats on your crush matching. Hell yeah. And I am feeling better. My voice, like I said, my voice sounds a little rough, but that's just because I have like a little bit of phlegm or something like still in my throat that I can't seem to get rid of, which is making me cough, which is then roughing up my voice a little bit. But other than that, I feel fine. It's just like a little cough. I got a little froggy in my throat, you know. But other than that, I feel perfectly fine, which is why I've been working on everything. So if my voice sounds rough, I promise you I'm fine. It's got to go away eventually. Yeah, I got a little froggy in my throat. A little ribbit. Alright. Oh, and did you want an oracle card too, Gothosaurus, for your love reading? Also, hi, Sans. Welcome in. And hi, Beadrake. Welcome in as well. Please? I got you. Let's see what we got for you. Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been? I've been doing better. I had to take like all last week off because I was sick. But I am doing a lot better now. I am healing. I've been working on this script. It's been driving me insane. Trying to do the Valentine's Day script because I get worried. Valentine's Day is like rapidly approaching and I'm just like silently screaming. Trying to get it all done. There's so much I want to do and so much I have to set up in order to make it happen. I'm intimidating myself a little bit with everything I've got planned for it. But I mostly just hope you guys will have fun and enjoy it. I don't know how many of you have been here for the previous Valentine's Day event streams. Insane in the membrane, yeah. We believe in you, thank you. Yeah, how many of you actually have been here for my previous Valentine's Day event streams? I know there's at least a couple of you. Like at this point, this is the 3rd year of me doing it. I was here. Yeah, Leonix was here. I'm pretty sure you were even here for my very first one I did too. My first year of the Valentine's Day event stream. I think I was here for one. Yeah, you might have been here for last year's. Alright, let's see what we got for you, got Thesaurus. Also, hi, Nuggy. Welcome in. Oh, okay. And now let's grab your Oracle card. Oh, that's an interesting one. Does anyone ever decline the Oracle card? I mean, usually no, but you never know. Maybe they just want a quick reading, you know? You never know. You never know. Of course, with me, none of my readings are ever quick. I get off tangent very easily. But it's it's still something to offer. Well, sometimes some people have offered to give their Oracle card to somebody else instead of themselves. So if I ask them, then they could be like, oh, I want to give it to so-and-so instead, you know? So that has happened. But nobody's ever been like, no, I don't want an Oracle card at all, period. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. Starting with... There we go. What's the queue looking like? If one of the mods can post the queue pretty please. It's gonna be a while though if you wanna like make some dinner or something. And then the third one is there we go. Alrighty. We got all of the cards for you. Also, thank you, Brad, for posting the queue. So, in order of left to right, got Thesaurus for your love reading. We have the Judgment card, we have the Sun, and we have the Knight of Wands. And then for your Oracle card, we have Hedge, like the bushes. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down, starting with the Judgment card. So Judgment is a card of sort of like the dawn of something new, right? It's the end of the darkness, the dawn of something new. It's the new possibilities and change is just over the horizon. It's also sort of like a call to action card. Like, now is the time for you to take those actions. And in terms of love, it means like maybe it's time for you to make moves, you know? You said that you and the person you liked match on Tinder, you know? Well, now's your time for you to utilize that, you know? Message them first, you know? Be proactive in your interest. And I think that'll pay off. I mean, clearly there's at least something going on there if they swiped, you know, on you. I feel like that shows you got at least a fighting chance. And maybe that can embolden you to make some more moves, you know? Also, hi, Ren. Welcome in. And we also followed up with the Sun, which is the card of like happiness and warmth and optimism. And it's also pleasure in the simple things. I think keep it simple, keep it light, keep it happy. And trust that, you know, things will grow as intended. Things will move in the directions that are intended, right? The sunflower always follows the direction of the sunlight. So where you're seeing the light or an opportunity, then maybe you should face yourself in that direction as you move forward. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, I want cake. What the fuck? The Knight of Wands is a very hot-blooded, passionate person. Somebody who's got a lot of feelings and isn't afraid to wear them on their face, you know? And they're also somebody who's willing to fight for their feelings too. Maybe they get a little easily riled up, maybe a little easily worked up, but that's because of how much passion they have. The flower here in this card is actually passion flower. So there's a sense of like, now's the time for you to conquer. Now's the time for you to take charge. Now's the time for you to rush towards your goal, towards your destination. You know, be direct, be obvious, be forward, and fucking go for it, honestly. But that also brings us to your oracle card, which is hedge, like the hedge maze you'd find in like a garden, which is a card of potential, yes, but also boundaries and indecision. It feels very much like you need to decide for yourself what boundaries you want to have with this person. What kind of specific relationship do you want to have with this person, right? How are you wanting things to proceed? And yeah, there is this sense of indecision. Maybe it's because there's still that nagging fear that maybe you will get rejected. Or maybe there's a fear that what they want isn't what you want. But the best thing for you to do is to just charge forward, charge straight ahead, and go from there. Make sure your boundaries are clear though. If they're looking for something that's casual and not serious and you want something that's serious, hold strong on your boundaries. Don't bend your boundaries and like clear your lines just for the sake of being with somebody specific, You'll find somebody if that doesn't work that way, but I think the best way for you to understand where you stand with each other is to really embody the Judgment card and the Knight of Wands and just charge forward and take action and be direct. And I think if you do that, you'll find what your next step is, especially in terms of love, But it does feel like a very positive, very genuine reading. It really is just telling you, like, now's your chance. Go, 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 go. Like, that's very much the energy that it's giving for you. It's slapping you on the back and trying to push you forward, saying, go, hurry, And I think it would be wise to follow through with that. But just remember what you also want for yourself as well. But yeah, I hope that helps, got Thesaurus. Like I said, it does seem like a very positive reading. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of extra encouragement in your pursuits. Thank you, this is exciting. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. You got this, you got this. All right, let me drink some more water. My voice is still a little rough. I need to blow my nose too. Let me mute real quick while I blow my nose, so you're not getting the snot ASMR. Okay, I'm good now. The snot ASMR session is over. Gotta lubricate the vocal cords, yeah. We gotta stay hydrated. Alrighty, next up we've got... Next up is Bread. And Bread wants a luck reading. Okay, a luck reading. But welcome in. Hi, Toya. Hi, Seth. Hi, Frank. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope y'all are chilling. An artist I like is releasing a vinyl pressing tomorrow. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm hoping to snag one. My fingers are crossed for you. My fingers are very crossed for you. Damn, just as I was saying hi, my phone dies. Rip. Also, hi, Spicy Palm. Welcome in. All right, let's see what we got for you. What's your luck reading looking like? Also, did you want an oracle card, Brad? Had a few not so great weeks, but we're moving along. Yeah, December's been pretty rough. I feel you. Feels like, not even December, January. Fuck, it's January. Oh, and God, it's gonna be February soon. Oh, God. The passage of time is terrifying. January's been rough, man. Well, so hi, Deja. Welcome in. Turns to ash. I know, dude. It's so fucking crazy to think about. What's up, hi, bands? Welcome in. Oh, 25 months. Big headache, big love for you, buddy. Be lurking while hopefully falling asleep. Yeah, get plenty of rest. I hope you feel better. Make sure you drink plenty of water, take some pain meds, and get lots of rest. And thank you so much for the 25 months on bands. Thank you, thank you. Get some rest, get some sleep. How's it been 24 days already? I know. Where is the time gone? Where has it slipped away? I feel like I've blinked and January is already practically over, dude. It's scary. Should be illegal for time to pass. Can we just freeze it for like a week? I have so much shit I gotta catch up on. Do you know blood records? No. That sounds like ancient forbidden magic. Like using the blood records, I summon my familiar, fire salamander. January's been great for me. I'm back in Japan with my wife after not being together since July. Oh, that's sweet, Firehawk. I'm glad. January's been good for you. That's so nice. Puzzle like we pause the movie to get up and pee. I know, dude. That's what I need. I need that fucking the remote from the movie Click with Adam Sandler. I need that shit, dude. I need that remote. I just need to pause shit real quick so I can focus and I can work. Also, did I tell you I'm getting the therapy we talked about? Let's fucking go, dude. Click with Adam Sandler. Yeah. Yeah, I need that. I need that fucking remote, dude. That will fix everything for me. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and flip these all right side up. And now let's grab your oracle card. We should all find ourselves a Click remote. It would just be so handy. I'd be able to do so much. I'd be so productive. I think it would fix me. What if we just get ourselves banned from time? Oh my god. Then time won't pass us. You know, I'm not sure if the time gods are gonna put us in literal timeout. Okay. We've got the cards. So, let's put them up on the screen for you, Brad. Starting with... Yeah, the timeout corner, literally. Dude, my voice is still so fucked up. I can't even hum properly. Oh my god. You put the cat ears on me already? Meow. Meow. I sound like one of those fucked up like garbage cats right now. Like the ones that like go through your fucking trash. I'm a little trash gremlin cat. Wow. With like the fucking broken ass voice. That's what I feel like right now. I don't feel like a normal cute meow meow. Scrungly trash cat, yeah. That's the vibe today. Okay. We've got all of the cards for you, Brad. So, in order of left to right, we've got the 8 of Swords, we have the 3 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Wands, and we have, for your Oracle card, we have Autumn. So, we go ahead and we start with the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is a card of fear, but also being frozen in place. It is the sense of like, you're unsure of what to do, and it feels very much like that's restricting you. But interestingly enough, we immediately followed up with the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is like, you don't have to do this alone. You know, if what you're trying to do is order a specific copy of a CD, why don't you get some friends to help you, to help queue up so you can try to snag it, you know? That's very common to like get like a group of people to help you try and like snag whatever's like going up, like that's like rare or whatever. You know, coordinate a team attack to try and yoink it for yourself, you know? You don't have to do it all alone, and I think having other people with you will help give you the courage to move quickly and more efficiently towards your goal, to getting what you want, especially with your luck, you know? You can forcibly change the circumstances of your luck to be more favorable towards you, right? You don't always have to only deal with just the hand you're given. You can find a way to add a few extra cards to your hand. And then that brings us to the 8 of Wands, which is dedication to a cause. It's successfully juggling a bunch of stuff and going for it, right? And I feel like that really does mean like, you know, come up with a game plan, come up with action that you can take and things that are within your ability to do, and then use those to push yourself forward, you know? The cards are kind of reminding you, you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do all of this the hard way. Find easier ways to guarantee success, to stack the odds more in your favor. That's how you get better luck, is by purposely stacking the odds in your favor as best you can, you know? There's some stuff that will always be, you know, out of our hands, but you can increase your odds in little ways, and all of those little ways build up. And then that brings us to your Oracle card, which is Autumn, which is bounty and balance, you know? You can think of it as well as like the time for harvest. There is hard work, yes, to prepare everything, but it's also a card of like sort of like, now's the time for you to actually reach for and grab the fruits of your labor. You've worked hard to get this far. Now it's the final step to finally harvesting what you worked hard for. So maybe you'll get the record. I think if you assemble your own Avengers ass fucking team of people to help you snag it, I feel like you could probably get one. Yeah. Also reminds me of like the cat with the cross eyes and the hair sticking out everywhere. Yeah. Gonna know I'm always just like a little fucked up little cat. I'm a scrunkly guy. I love those little kitten videos though. Those cats are so fucked up looking. Especially the ones with the ugly ass meows. There's something so funny about them. But I believe in you, Bread. I believe in you. You got this. Stay strong. Plan ahead. Have your game plan. Have your actionable decisions. And then go for it, you know? Sorry, I just like blacked out. Watch the VOD. You can watch the VOD then. We've got, next up is Lazy. And Lazy wants a love reading. You're here, right, Lazy? Yeah, Lazy's here. I see Lazy. I am here. Hi. And Lazy wants a love reading. Did you also want an oracle card? Bread drank too much and blacked out just for the reading. I know, just completely zoned out. It's like you don't even listen to me anymore, Bread. My words mean nothing to you. It's just in one ear and out the other. It's like I'm invisible. Sure. Okay, we can give you an oracle card. Let's see what we got for your love reading, Lazy. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's see what we got for you. Oh, that's interesting. Let's grab your oracle card. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you. And then boop. And then boop. There we go. Alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. So, in order of left to right, we have the reverse strength card, we have the 10 of cups, and we have the 9 of cups. And then for your oracle card, we have sage. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the reverse strength card, which is definitely an interesting one to start with. Because the reverse strength card is a little bit like brazenness or like aggressiveness or like stubbornness. Basically kind of like a bull in a china shop, kind of charging forward without thinking too much and maybe crashing into some stuff. It's a sense of like strength turned a little too high, you know? And like I said, this can be just like, it's just maybe a little bit overly stubborn and pushing through things without too much thought. Also, hi, Tremor, welcome in. We followed up with the 10 of Cups, which is kind of like a card of like pipe dreams and fantasies and like sort of like all of the like the daydream sort of thing, which to me feels like you have a very particular vision in mind for maybe what you want for yourself in terms of love. Maybe you've got very strong daydreams, very strong ideals of what you want the relationship to look like, how you want things to go, how you want everything to be, to the point where maybe it's pushing away actual viable options for you because you're only managing to see it in this one particular very specific way. And so if things don't go down that path, then you kind of just don't look at it at all. So you're kind of like boxing yourself out of love opportunities because you have this very strong image in your mind of what you want. And sometimes it takes a while to get to that image. You can't just wait for it to automatically, you know, pop up with everything that's happening. Sometimes it takes some time and effort before things eventually fall onto that path. And I feel like that's sort of the key thing here. We also followed up with the 9 of Cups, which is card of like storing up energy. It's abundance, but also contentment and also self-reliance. You're building yourself up for the future, right? Things don't happen overnight. None of this ever happens overnight. It's a slow build process, right? You take the little bit of time and you put a little bit away, you know, for the rainy day. Take a little more time, put a little bit more away for the rainy day, and slowly build it up so then you'll be prepared, right? What you want, you are not going to be able to get immediately. That's just not going to happen. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take building. It's going to take trust. It's what you want is going to take a while. And because it's not happening right away doesn't mean it won't happen. But you have to put in the time and effort to make it feasible for it to happen. Just because it's not immediately happening right now doesn't mean that, you know, quit and move on to the next thing to try to find what with it striking and happening. You gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the effort. Like, for instance, if you're like thinking like, man, I really want to get married and have kids or whatever, I mean, you're not gonna know who you're gonna marry like within like the first date. You go on several dates, you start dating for a couple of years, you know, you talk about, you know, potential family plans if they're interested in having that, you know, and then you build up to that, you know. It's not something that happens immediately overnight. And I feel like what you're wanting is like that sort of like instant gratification of your romantic daydreams. And they can happen, but they're not going to happen immediately. You got to take your time with it to build it up. But once you do, I feel like it will be something that's definitely feasible for you. But that brings us to your oracle card, which is Sage, which is wisdom, purification, and harmony. I think you need to find a way to harmonize your ideals with what's realistic in the moment. You know, what can you do to push yourself closer to that path? But also recognize that, I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect love with absolutely no struggles and no confrontation whatsoever. There's going to be differences because you're two different people who have two different brains that function and think in different ways. But you can find the commonalities and you can work through things and you can build things up, you know, over the long span of time to harmonize to eventually create your ideals. So don't stress that it's not happening how you want it to happen right now. But you do need to put in the effort right now for it to pay off later, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. But you got this, Lazy. I believe in you. Maybe it's not going to be a instant love, click at first sight kind of thing, but I don't think it needs to be for it to be romantic. Okay, next up is Alex. It did make a lot of sense and it helped a lot, thank you. I'm rooting for you, Lazy. You got this. It's all gonna be daijoubu. I believe in you. So next up is Alex. Honestly, I'm all about the whole your partner's your best friend deal. I mean, yeah, a lot of the time, the best thing you can do is just build friendships and then it kind of evolves more from there. Hi, Alex. Did you also want an oracle card with your reading, Alex? Let me drink some more water. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got for your general reading. Spicing it up this week. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Neon Harper. Apple Dairy, 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 Apple Dairy. You got a whole orchard in there. Thank you so much, Froggy, for the 31 months. Mwah. Thank you, thank you. Is that the Neon Harper? Yeah, it's the Neon Froggy. Live in the Froggy studio. Oh, the Ducky Dairy too. Yeah. Ducky Dairy. Ah, get in my hand. Don't fall. Don't fall out of my hand. There we go. Okay. I need to watch more Neon streams. Yeah, Harper's resting right now. I think they caught my flu, so they've been getting some much needed rest and healing up. But I'm sure they'll be streaming again soon, probably on Sunday. That's usually when they stream. Oh, that's an interesting reading. Let's grab your oracle card, Alex. Oh. That's a good one. Oh no, that's it. Oof, that's an interesting reading. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. Let me put the cards up on the screen for you, Alex. And then we got the next one, which is... There we go. And then the last one, which is... There we go. Okay. We got the cards for you, Alex. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'll drink a little extra water. Alrighty. So, in order of left to right, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. And then for your Oracle card, we have Harvest, right? So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man is a card of self-reflection. It's, you know, seeing what's currently tying you down, what's holding you back from moving forward. And sometimes it can be really hard to find out what that is, but this is the time for you to really sort of like let go of the things that are really weighing you down, right? And that feels especially tied in with the Three of Swords, which we'll get to in a second. But we also have the Knight of Cups, right? And the Knight of Cups is somebody who is very artistic, very imaginative, very in touch with their emotions and their feelings, very goal-oriented, very much like a dreamer, a daydreamer. But, you know, they're very open to feeling everything that they feel. And sometimes those feelings can get almost a little bit overwhelming, you know? And that feels very much so with the Three of Swords, which is the card of heartbreak. It's disappointment, it's emotional upheaval, it's a broken heart, it's unhappy relationships. Sometimes it can even signify the end of a relationship, right? So it feels very much like there is something that is weighing on you a lot emotionally, and it's probably some sort of relationship that's kind of fallen apart that's really getting to you right now. It could be one from the past, it could be one that's maybe just happened. Whatever the case is, It definitely feels like it's weighing hard on you right now. This is something that's still very much on your mind. And it can be really difficult to get over. And this doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be family. This could be, any sort of relationship you would have with any other sort of person, right? So it could be like a friendship falling out. Whatever the case is, though, it signifies, the stabbing heartbreak, the pain you have when you lose somebody that's close to you, when you lose somebody that's dear to you, in whatever way that might be, right? It feels very much like things have ended, and maybe those feelings are very overwhelming for you right now. And maybe those feelings are what's holding you back from moving forward. Because I think it's very easy to get caught up in trying to find ways to build walls around yourself to protect yourself from even more pain, right? Because you still think about the pain that was caused to you previously. So you think, I need to avoid this ever happening to me again. So I'm going to do this and this and this. But in a way that only puts that previous pain that's already happened sort of like at the forefront of your mind and stops you from moving forward and developing stronger relationships with new people who are not the same person who hurt you. It can be tough. But I feel like the cards are telling you, like, really stop and think about yourself, but also your relationships with other people, and what's time to put the past in the past and to cut free and move on, right? It can be scary, I think, to put your trust back into people again. But it's ultimately necessary, especially if you do want to form lasting relationships with other people, And that brings us to your oracle card, which is Harvest, right? This is a card of determination, and it's also a card of hard work. Sure, you're harvesting the fruits of your labor, but even the harvesting aspect itself is one that is hard work. So you're not done yet. You're not eating the produce yet, but you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a matter of you just need to keep walking towards it. You need to keep moving forward, and eventually you'll get out of this. But you have to keep moving forward. If you go backwards, you're going to lose your progress, Like, it seems obvious to say that. If you stop moving forward, then you're not making progress. But it is something, I think, to keep in mind. People grow, people change, and no two people are exactly the same. And to treat everybody like the same person, I think, does a disservice to all of the other people in your life that surround you and love you, And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic. You could interpret it romantically if you wanted to, but it could just be like in terms of friendships and trusting people and letting you be yourself around your friends, or with family, bonding closer to family members, whatever the case might be. But it's just general relationships. But yeah, I hope that helps, Alex. My fingers are crossed. I don't trust nobody. Well, maybe you should. Maybe that's what the cards are telling you. You gotta work through that. It can be hard to trust people, but it's ultimately necessary. All right, next up, we've got Leonix. Are you here, Leonix? It me, it you, yeah. Hi, Leonix. Whoa, perfect timing, yeah. Alrighty, and Leonix wants a friendship reading. Did you also want a oracle card, Leonix? Oh my gosh. Bearcat, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right. Yeah, welcome in, Bearcat. I hope you're doing good. Let's see what we got for your friendship reading. Doing well enough. Hope you are as well. Yeah, we're all having a chill time. We're all chillaxing, right, gang? Alrighty. Let's see what we got for you, Leonix. Oh. And then let's grab your Oracle card. There, this deck reminded me of an Oracle deck I used, so I had to come by. Oh, what Oracle deck? Chilling like villains, yeah. If you are interested in this deck, this is the Botanica Tarot deck. If you do !tarot, it'll give you the link to the specific deck. But also, they just released matching Oracle cards for this deck. By the same artist and everything. But what sucks is, okay, I got this deck through Kickstarter, right? I backed it on Kickstarter, and I got it. And then now, like, I got an email saying, oh yeah, we just released the Oracle card version, but you can only buy it as a part of a whole deck. But I already have the deck. So I would have to buy an entirely new deck just to get the Oracle cards, because they don't sell the Oracle cards separately. The pain, the suffering. I don't need 2 copies of this deck. I just wanted the Oracle cards. Sadness. I know. Melissa, hi Sammy. Hi Merciful. Welcome in. Maybe someone would like the other deck, and you could go halvesies. Yeah. That could be fun. How's your day? My day's been pretty good. It's been pretty chill. Alright, we got all of the cards for you, Leonix. So let's put these up on the screen. Starting with... And then... And then... There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. We got all of the cards for you, Leonix, for your friendship reading. So, in order of left to right, we have the reverse 2 of coins, we have the strength card, and we have the reverse page of coins. And then for your oracle card, we have earthworm. So, let's go ahead and start breaking it down for you, starting with the reverse 2 of coins. Right off the bat, a reverse 2 of coins is very much like instability. It's like mood swings. Things are not balanced. It can feel very much almost like a risk of sinking, which I think is a really interesting card to have right off the bat for a friendship reading. But to me, this kind of immediately feels like you don't feel like the friendship is equal. You don't feel like the balance in your friendship is very equal. Maybe you feel like you put more time and effort and don't get as much reciprocation or check-in from the other person. Whatever the case might be, it does feel very unbalanced, and maybe it feels like you're not getting the same love and respect from the relationship, from the friendship, that you're giving them. But we follow it up with the Strength card, which is kind of the card of like, whatever life throws at you, you always manage to have a way of pushing through and coming out on top, you know? I wouldn't let this sort of dictate, you know, who you are or what position you should be in or anything like that. But I think this is also a card reminding you to like kind of stand up for yourself. If you feel like your friendship with this person means a lot, but maybe you feel like they're not giving you, you know, what you're maybe hoping for out of the friendship, then, you know, maybe it's time for you to find the strength to stand up and tell them, like, hey, I kind of don't appreciate feeling like I'm not that appreciated as a friend, you know? I try to be there, but I also feel like maybe this is very one-sided. I just like a little bit of reassurance, you know, that kind of thing. I think stand up for yourself. Because friendships very much deserve the same level of give and take as romantic relationships. And then we also followed up with the reverse Page of Coins. And the Page of Coins is normally very innocent, very naive, like very carefree. But in its reverse, it's maybe somebody who's maybe a little bit ignorant, maybe isn't fully aware of the situation, and maybe isn't fully listening to reason right now, right? Maybe a little bit childish. I feel like the best thing for you to do is to, you know, if they're not listening to you, make sure your voice is being heard first, I think is the key thing here. Are you telling them what you're feeling? Are you telling them what's on your mind? You know, I think be proactive and find the strength to actively make those decisions for yourself and present yourself in a specific way, you know? It can be hard to feel like you're not being heard, but I think that also the question is, are you telling them? You know? How can they hear you if you don't tell them? I think is also the thing. And then that brings us to your Oracle card, which is Earthworm, which is clarity and rumination, right? There may be a lot of things under the surface that they may not be directly telling you or thinking about telling you out loud, but, you know, maybe you are in the back of their mind. And it's under the surface, you can't see it, but there is, you know, rich, fertile soil underneath the surface of the ground that they've been working at. And this could be what you need in order to realize that, you know, they care about you too. Or this is also the chance for you to really stop and think about how you want to let your feelings be heard. You know, stop and think about how you want to phrase things and bring it up to them, you know. Also, hi, Chains. Welcome in. But I think it is very much a sense of like, you got to stop and think, you know, how are you going to address it? How are you going to address these feelings? Because you can't just sit on them. You can't just sit on it and be content. Because otherwise, the friendship's never going to improve that way. Things are never going to change if you don't say anything. And I think that's the key thing here is, what do you want to say? What do you want to be known? What do you want to hear from them? You know? And I think being proactive and making these decisions is going to help you feel like the relationship's a lot more balanced. You know? Hi, Chains. Welcome in. But yeah, I think the key thing here really is to just stop and think about how you feel about the relationship being the friendship. How you feel about the friendship. Is it balanced? Is it unbalanced? Do you feel heard? Do you feel not heard? And if you're not feeling heard, what do you want to say? Are you saying it to them? You know? I think that's sort of just something to sort of keep in mind. But they can't hear you if you don't speak, you know? I hope that helps, Leonix. My fingers are crossed for you. You deserve to be heard. And you deserve to feel confident enough to speak what's on your mind. You know? And a friend will understand. Yeah, of course. I appreciate you too, Leonix. Alright, let me get some more water. I feel like I sound like a chain smoker. Ah. Okay. Next up is Firehawk. Firehawk, are you here? Are you here, Firehawk? Is here, hi. And Firehawk wants a general reading. Did you also want an oracle card, Firehawk? Oh, too late for redeem as usual. I mean, you never know. Sometimes some people disappear. We could have a raffle on our hands, maybe. What's the queue looking like so far? Mods? Yeah, oracle card? I got you. All right, we're doing Firehawk right now. Next up after Firehawk is Marsh. And then after Marsh is CJ. After CJ is Beodrake. After Beodrake is Merciful. After Merciful will be caught up. That can't be right. That can't be right. How many of these have we done? We did Gothosaurus. We did Bread. We did Alex. We did Lazy. We did Leonix. That's 5. We're doing Firehawk. That's 6. Marsh is 7. CJ is 8. Bayo is 9. Merciful is 10. Oh, are we only doing 10? I thought I said it to 13. That's fine. We could probably do a couple more then. Afterwards. We'll do a couple raffle slots afterwards. Got a new jacket for free tonight. Apparently looks pretty good on me. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. We love to see it. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we got for you for your general reading. Yeah, we'll probably do a couple raffle slots. I haven't been yapping as much today. That's probably why. Normally I would have gone off on like 20 different tangents. But I'm like focused. It's weird. I don't think I've ever been this focused before. My brain, it's going in a straight line. It doesn't make any sense. Can't hear if there was a response. Oh, I was saying, oh, it's because it's ads. I'll let you know after the ads. Alright, let's see what we got for Firehawk. General reading. I dislike ads even though I have ad blocker. Yeah, it sucks. But honestly, like the fucking government literally recommends you have an ad blocker. Just because there can be some pretty malicious ads like on websites. So like government literally recommends that you have an ad blocker installed on your browser whenever you browse the internet. You're not supposed to go without an ad blocker. But companies get big mad if you try and block their money. I use Pi, the ad blocker. Don't use Pi, Sammy. They're owned by the same people who did Honey. Did you not hear about the whole Honey scam? Just use uBlock. Use uBlock Origin. Did you hear about the whole Honey thing? Yeah. Just get uBlock Origin. That's everybody's baby, dude. uBlock's the real ones. I use AdBlock Plus usually. Oh, I use uBlock Origin. uBlock Origin built different. They're pretty strong. Also, hi, Alicia. Welcome in. No, Creme, don't use pie. Don't use pie, Creme. It's owned by Honey. The same people who own Honey. Use like uBlock Origin or something. You gotta be safe. You gotta be careful, you guys. Honey is a scam, which I didn't know. Yeah. Honey is like major scam. As soon as I heard about it when I dropped the Megalad video, I uninstalled Honey. If you guys don't know what Honey did, basically Honey advertised itself as like the ultimate like one-stop like couponer. So you would go to like a website and you click on Honey and it would go through all of the discount codes it had and try and find you quote unquote the very best one. That was a lie. Not only would Honey not even give you the best coupons on the internet, they would actively work with the businesses to only give what the businesses approved for coupons. So oftentimes they didn't even have any coupons that they could give you. And if you clicked on them and you were trying to use somebody else's referral code or referral link to give the person you were trying to support who led you to that website a commission, because that's how referral links work, right? They go, hey, if you use my web link or you use my code, then that shows the business, hey, this person brought my business to you, and they go, oh, thanks for bringing business to me. Here's a little cut of the profit to thank you for bringing me business. Honey would literally replace it with their own code, so they were taking all of the money. And the people who were actually bringing people to those websites were not getting paid, you know? It was just a whole lot of bullshit. Very shady. Very, very shady. So not only are they not even giving you the proper codes, they're also stealing profit from the people who are that you're actually trying to support. It was fucked. It was super fucked. So I uninstalled Honey. They go like way more in depth about it, but I know even Legal Eagle and like a bunch of people are currently in a class action lawsuit against PayPal Honey right now because of it. All right, let's see what we got. Hell yeah, for Legal Eagle. Yeah, dude. I do like his stuff. I like Legal Eagle's videos. I mean, to be fair, the reason why Temu is cheap is because it's unbranded, basically. Or it's either unbranded or it's bootleg, being shipped directly from the manufacturer at basically just slightly above the cost to produce. So they can get, yeah, it's unbranded, knockoff, that kind of stuff. That's why it's cheap. Because a lot of the time you are paying a little extra for the brand and for the middleman that's like advertising and marketing it to you and all of that stuff. But I mean that's why a lot of it's cheap. What about AliExpress? The same thing. AliExpress is a direct from manufacturer type of thing. Oh, but unfortunately there is a huge problem of them copying like actual like small artists. So there will be small artists who work with manufacturers to like get like pins or like hoodies or things like that made, and they'll, you know, custom make it. They have high quality checks. It's their art, their design, and then they go to the manufacturer. And then sometimes the manufacturer will just print off shitty extras or bootleg versions and mimic it themselves in like a really low quality way so they can undercut and sell a cheaper version of the artist's actual work. And that's fucked up. That's also something that happens. So you have to, if you are going to buy on there, you have to be very careful. There's definitely some good stuff you can find on there for cheap because, like I said, it's unbranded. But there is also the chance of things not being up to standard. There's not a lot of high quality control for a lot of these things. So you might get like a B grade or even a C grade item versus the guaranteed A grade that you would get going to the brand or like the artist or whoever it is that's initially buying and purchasing and setting up everything for their design. Something someone told me is always check the social media apps too. Are they the real artist shop? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people who will just straight up rip and steal all of the artists' promotion and stuff like that. Yeah, Shein also steals a lot from creators. It's a huge problem. I don't think anybody is necessarily evil for, you know, shopping at Shein or Temu or AliExpress or anything like that. But I think you just have to be mindful about what you are purchasing and what you might be supporting, you know? Like I said, there's a reason why a lot of stuff on there is cheap, and it's because they're working directly with manufacturers. And a lot of the stuff doesn't have the labels or the marketing that would normally add additional costs. But there's also instances of art theft and straight ripping and copying and knockoffs of authentic merch that they try to pass as the authentic merch. And that can also be an issue. So you just gotta be mindful about what you are purchasing. This is my personal take. I think for like basic things like if you want to get like chargers or like simple like cases or like basic clothing and stuff like that, it can be cheap and nice. But I think if you're trying to get anything like fancy or like designs that like have certain designs and stuff like that, that's where you get into like iffy territory because it could be stolen. Yeah, I have seen some people make designs that say like this site does automated art theft and get people to comment, I want this, that shirt, so the bots grab the artwork. Yeah, that is a huge thing. There's absolutely been, there are automated bots that will scrape and they see comments on like Twitter or stuff like that that say, I want this as a t-shirt. And then the bots will grab the art, slap it on a shitty t-shirt, and then send you the link so you'll buy it. Literally, it's just stealing art from people. Being like, you can buy the t-shirt here. It's a huge thing. So some artists combat it by drawing like licensed media of like Disney. So then Disney will see it and try and take them down because you don't fuck with Disney or Nintendo. Nintendo copyright lawyers are also terrifying. So they'll put like Disney and Nintendo on it. So whenever it gets stolen by the art bots, it'll automatically have the chance for Disney or Nintendo to send them a cease and desist or try to shut them down for what they're doing. Yeah, it's a whole war happening right now in the art and merchandising scene. It's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Firehawk. Starting with. And then we've got there we go. And then the third card is this one again. There we go. All right, we've got all of the cards for you. Firehawk. Blah. So I saw Tremor Fireheart right there. So Fireheart and Firehawk got mixed in my head. Firehawk. For your general reading, we've got the Five of Wands, we've got the reverse Knight of Coins, and we have the reverse Eight of Wands. And then for your oracle card, we have preserves, like fruit preserves. So we go ahead and we start with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of impending battle or competition. It is a card of things are kind of brewing and it's getting time for you to take action. And there's also a card that kind of tells you fortune favors the bold. You know, be bold, take action. Don't just let this passively pass you by. Be proactive. And, you know, luck tends to favor those that take luck into their own hands. We followed up with the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is a card of simplicity, honest, hard-working individual. It ain't much, but it's honest work. You know, that's the key thing here. They're not trying to overcomplicate things. But also, this card is in reverse, so it can kind of mean like almost to the point of like boring or static. There's a sense of stagnation. You kind of need to zhuzh it up a little bit. You need to spice things up a little bit, and how that might be is, you know, being proactive, taking action, maybe being a little bit more spontaneous to help break out of this sort of stalemate that you're kind of in with yourself right now. We also followed up with the reverse Eight of Wands. And this can kind of feel like everything feels like it's kind of getting thrown at you from every side, every angle. It kind of feels like you're being attacked with all these new things. And sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? It can definitely feel overwhelming. And this can also be a card of like cancel plans. Things don't always go according to plan. And sometimes you got to wing it, you know? Sometimes you just got to go for it and try to break out of things. You know, if things don't go according to plan A, then, well, you got to find a plan B, you know? Don't suddenly break down and stop if things stop going according to plan. You just got to keep charging forward, right? Don't get too worked up about everything following a set path. Sometimes you got to be a little crazy, a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know? And then that brings us to your oracle card, which is preserves, like fruit preserves, which is a card of security, forethought, but also thriftiness, right? Use what you have at your disposal. When things don't go according to plan, it's best for you to find the things that you already have to formulate something on the spot, you know? Do what you can to just make things work with what you got. Sometimes you just gotta MacGyver your life, you know? You don't know what you're gonna do, but you got some duct tape, some fishing line, and peanut butter, and you gotta find a way to make it work, you know? And sometimes I feel like some of our best solutions and our best decisions come when we're kind of on the ropes and we have to get creative and we have to break out of our original way of thinking, right? When you force yourself out of the box, it can really push you to grow in ways that you never would have grown if you had just stayed inside the box. And so I feel very much like the cards are telling you, like, it's okay. You know, if things don't go perfectly, which they won't because life doesn't go perfectly, this is an opportunity for you. And you would be remiss if you did not jump on it and just try to do what you could to move forward, you know? It can be scary to think, oh God, things are not falling into place like I wanted them to. But sometimes that's also the catalyst you need to grow and make something even better than what was originally part of the plan, you know? But you got this. I believe in you, Firehawk. Sometimes you just got to think outside the box. I hope that helps. So I need to blow my nose again. Yeah, I hope that helps, Firehawk. My fingers are crossed for you. Sometimes you do just have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone in order to grow. It can be scary. It can be really scary, but it's usually ultimately worth it to do so. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I need to pee. But when I get back, we will be doing Marsh's reading. So Marsh, if you are here, Marsh, prepare yourself. And I will be right back. Okay. I'm back. You want to know what the queue is so far? All right, well, we're doing Marsh right now, and I see Marsh right there. Hi, Marsh. Thank you for the welcome back, Jeremy. After Marsh is going to be CJ, and then after CJ will be Beadrake, and after Beadrake will be Merciful. And then we'll be all caught up on everybody. Yeah. So we're getting there. Alright, so we got Marsh, and Marsh wants a general reading. Gotcha, I still got a little time. Yeah, you're good. I really want to try out this men's compression shirt undershirt. Why are you saying it like you're an advertisement? Man, I sure wish I could wear men's compression shirt, men's teen boys, sports underwear, black t-shirt, compression muscle shirt, for only $3.99, on Amazon storefront using my affiliate link. That's what you sound like right now. Me when I try to find Amazon listing I found 2 days ago. $3.99 as well. No. $399. It's high quality. sweat wicking material. $399.99. What is? Oh, the imaginary men's compression t-shirts, like ad listing I just came up with in my brain. Y'all like crazy if I'm paying that? I mean, fucking people buy pre-distressed, pre-hole cut jeans for like fucking $150, $200, $300. Your jeans are already ripped when you buy them, dude? You're paying for the holes in your clothes? That's wild. You can get that shit for free if you just go to a fucking thrift store. Or if you just like slide on some fucking concrete. I'm not paying a premium charge for jeans that already look like shit. I traumatize everyone that met me if I wore that stuff. What, like ripped jeans? Or you mean like the Gucci ripped jeans? Oh, slim body shaper. I mean, shapewear is pretty popular. And like with the way that clothes are made to fit like a specific type of model, a lot of times the clothes won't look flattering on you unless you wear those types of body shapers. So I feel like it's fine, but it does suck if you feel like you have to. But they can be surprisingly kind of comfortable though. It just depends. I don't usually wear them, but I have worn them before. When there's like certain like clothes, you know. Give me compression thigh highs. Yeah, get the blood flowing. That's the trans girl hacking uniform is the compression thigh highs. And the fucking sailor skirt and the cat ear headphones. So is it possible I can make my body more skinny looking? I mean, it literally just squeezes your body to like a corset. Like it's just getting squeezed inside of you. You still have all of the body fat. It's just now they're using it to make a shape, you know? I hate not owning most of the trans girl accessories. Well, you better save up then. But yeah, I mean, if you're putting on like shapewear or like a corset or anything like that, it's not getting rid of anything. How hard will it squeeze if I wear the shirt? I mean, it's fabric, so it's not going to constrict you that much versus like a hard bone corset, well, you know? Because there's not as much structure in it. So the fabric has a lot more give, and it's just, you would have to like basically cut off your circulation for it to like super snatch you, you know? So it can be good for like making your figure more even. So rather than having like more of like lumps, it can look much more straight, but it's not gonna like make you look like teeny tiny, you know, if you're not already teeny tiny. I still don't have my Blaha. Are you even a trans girl if you don't even own a Blaha creme? What the fuck? Go to IKEA. You're gonna get your trans girl status revoked if you don't get your fucking Blaha. I'm unemployed. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Just print out one. Print out one to put on your bed for now. You need some sort of shark themed something. But yeah, I mean, compression shirts aren't gonna like suddenly make you skinny. Even like other like common shapewear isn't gonna make you skinny. It just smooths out your body in a specific way through specific types of like compression fabric. But I mean, what's there is there. I feel invalidated without my shark. No, I was just joking. You're still valid even if you don't have your plush shark. It's okay. Okay, I got the cards. Got all the cards for you. Let's go ahead and put them up on the screen for you, Marsh, for your general reading. Starting with and then we got there we go. By the shirt of holding where all my fat rolls go into the interdimensional storage, allowing me the slimmest looking features ever. Oh my gosh. That's kind of terrifying to think about. I don't want to think too hard about that. And then the last card is... There we go. Perfect. All right, we got all the cards for you. So, in order of left to right, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Four of Wands. I have to wear compression tights because I have varicose veins. Yeah, they're good for your blood flow and helping with a lot of that stuff. You gotta be careful, you know. Do your best, but I mean, hey, at least you look fashionable, right? With the tights on, looking sleek. Let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, Marsh, for your general reading, starting with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, right off the bat, is a card of, there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of different directions you could go, but there's definitely a best direction you could go, right? There is a direction that is better for you than maybe all of the other ones. I can't tell you which specific one it is. That's kind of up to you to really stop and think about. But this is the card that's saying like, hey, stop and think before you make the decisions. There's definitely a best solution for you. So really think and weigh the pros and cons inwardly before you make any hard decisions. We follow it up with the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is somebody who's young, charismatic, usually good with people. Somebody who's very much like a diplomat, very much like a charmer. I feel like that's kind of what it's like reassuring you with. Like your charm is that you're good with people. You know how to utilize other people to make things work. You know how to build connections. You know how to be social. And I feel like utilizing that will also help you decide what your best path is going forward, right? Knowing what your strengths are, knowing what your weaknesses are, and knowing what you can utilize. We also follow it up with the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is kind of like a card of like stability. It's a card of harmony, of warmth, and just kind of like having all of your ducks in a row, having everything set up for success and finding that balance for yourself, right? You can think of it like the four legs of a table are what give it strength. And I think having yourself evenly distributed rather than placing all of your eggs in one basket can also sort of help you determine, you know, what your strengths are, what you can improve. Okay, well, I have this and this and this skill, so maybe I need to boost up this skill so I can be more well-rounded and more evenly balanced moving forward with this choice, right? But it is a matter of like, what are all of your skill sets? What are all of the things you bring to the table? What are all the things you feel confident that you're able to do? And maybe which of those are the best for you to move forward on which paths, right? Because maybe some paths are like, I wouldn't really be able to utilize this and I'm pretty good at this, versus this path where I would be able to use this and this, but maybe this isn't necessarily my strong suit, but I could improve that and this could be the best path for me. You know, it is just like a matter of how can you balance yourself? How can you stabilize yourself and your ability as you push forward into the direction that you're wanting to go in, you know? I think it very much is like a matter of what direction do you want to go in and what do you have on hand to push you in that direction, you know? I've been trying to weigh options for years and I just can't settle on a choice. I mean, that's the thing, is evaluate what you have. Evaluate what's already within your grasp and what you have the capabilities for. And I feel like that will help you make that choice, right? Because I mean, it is pretty difficult to feel like you have to make the perfect choice. But I don't think you necessarily need to make the perfect choice, but you just need to make the best choice for you right now. And what is the best choice for you right now, right? Sometimes it's just a matter of finding where you feel stable. Revolution, yeah. It's time for a Bowser revolution, baby. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that gives you something to think about, something to chew on, to nibble on a little bit in terms of actually making that choice for yourself. There is definitely a best thing for you to do right now. And it feels like maybe you're kind of already aware of what the best situation is for you in this moment. Maybe it's not necessarily the one you ultimately wanted for in the long term, but as of right now, you kind of feel like this is my best option right now. And the cards are like, well, then you should go for it. You can always build things up more later as you continue to stabilize yourself. But yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Marsh. Oh my gosh. More water, more water. Ah. So crisp and refreshing. But yeah. Alrighty, next up we've got... Sounds like I gotta stick with the family company for a while, I guess. I mean, you can just think about it in the sense of you're building your resume, you're building your portfolio, you're finding that job security, right? To set yourself up for future success. Because then, you know, knowing you've got something right now, then you can build up towards the ultimate goals later. You don't need to have your ultimate goals right now. I think it's a matter of planning ahead, recognizing what's best for you right now, and then moving forward with your future plans, right? Sometimes it's hard to just jump straight into the future plans. You gotta work your way into it, ease your way into it. But you'll get there. I believe in you. Yeah, but the job I want to pursue has like nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. I mean, that just gives you more time, I think, to flesh out your resume and to build your skill sets. You know, build your skills. Will the job be gone forever if you don't take it right now? I mean, you could always just like apply and see what happens. You never know. But yeah. Next up, we've got CJ. CJ, are you here? Did CJ disappear? I hear, hi CJ. Oh my god, he's such a little fella. He's so tiny, but his eyes are so big. Look at him. Oh, I love him. He's just a little guy. And CJ, ooh, CJ wants a love reading. Okay. We can do a love reading for you, CJ. And did you want an oracle card, CJ? Yeah, okay. I got you. Love reading for CJ. Let's see what we got for you. Oh. Alrighty, and now let's grab your oracle card. Okay. We got all of the cards for you. So let me go ahead and put them up on the screen. Starting with... And then the second one is... And the third one. There we go. Alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, CJ, for your love reading. So, in order of left to right, we have the 9 of coins, we have the Empress, and we have the 3 of cups. And then for your oracle card, we have potion. So, let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the 9 of coins. The 9 of coins is a card of self-love. It is a card of enjoying your own thing, doing your own thing, feeling yourself, having a good time, and indulging specifically yourself and your interests and your hobbies, right? It's the sense of beauty in the rough, you know, taking in the enjoyment of life and sort of breathing in the fresh air around you, right? So right off the bat, we start off with the sense of self-love, taking care of yourself, just loving yourself, feeling in your element. When you're in your element, that's your best bet already, right off the top. Be in your element. We also followed up with the Empress, which is a card of like nurturing and taking control in that sense, but also like overflowing creativity. It's a card of creativity and like love and nurturing as well. So it feels to me like the best way for you to nurture a type of love, especially romantic love, is to sort of be in your element. Do what you already love to do, and you will find people that are drawn to that, but also drawn to you, right? Taking the time to nurture yourself can end up nurturing potential relationships and community with other people around you. That also brings us to the 3 of Cups with, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of different options. There's a lot of different paths you can take. There's a lot of different directions you can go in. And none of them are bad. You can kind of pick any one of them and go for it, you know? I really do feel like the best way to meet people, especially romantically, is to just indulge in your own hobbies and be just open with who you are, right? If one of your hobbies is, you know, anime, joining anime discussions and communities and forums about your favorite anime and indulging in things that bring you joy, I think is the best way to meet somebody else, you know, who is getting joy from the same thing. Don't join the toxic ones. You know, if you are going to join like an anime message board, don't join like the hater ones where they're like shitting on everything. Join like one where you're like happy, where it's like a lighthearted atmosphere where you're having a good time just, you know, making shit, you know? I think you got to be careful about where you're going with it, but ultimately I think indulging in what sparks joy for you is going to be your hottest trait by far. We love seeing somebody passionate. We love seeing somebody in their element. We love seeing somebody who knows what is making them happy and pursuing it, you know? And I think keeping that sort of positive energy around you is going to attract people to you. It's just a matter of, you know, what things do you want to pursue? What things do you want to do? There's a lot of options. There's a lot of different directions you can go. All of them are good. So just pick one, you know? What do you want to do? Do it. You'll find someone. You will. Absolutely. And that brings us to your Oracle card, which is Potion, which is a card of invigoration, but also a card of empowerment. I think trust your own taste. Trust your own taste, trust your own ability, and trust your own magnetism, you know? I mean, almost every single person I've ever dated, I've met through common interests. I've met because we've had things that we were both similarly passionate about, you know? Maybe we weren't always passionate about everything the same, but we had common ground. And, you know, seeing somebody who is excited to talk about their hobbies, somebody whose eyes light up when they start talking about something that brings them joy, it's hot. I like hearing people info dump to me about their special interests. I think that's sexy, okay? Harper pulled out the whole diagram of all of the different paths that a Digimon can take in their little Digimon home thingy, and explained all the different branching paths and all of the different like mistakes and like care mistakes and things like that, and like the battles that you have to do to like evolve them into certain ways, and how you have to like bring in like different Digipets in order to like evolve them into like the specific routes too, using like multiple devices. Enthralled. It was so sexy. Like genuinely, I just people want to see you excited. Apathy is not sexy. Apathy is boring as fuck, okay? People want to see you light up when you talk about something. And if they don't, they're not the one for you. If they tell you to like be quiet, or they tell you that they're not interested, then they're not the one for you. The person who will listen to you talk about the thing that they can see sparkles in your eyes when you talk about is somebody you want to be with. And the best way to find it is somebody who will talk to you back about it, you know? That's how a gay man acquired a crush on me. I info dumped about Armored Core. It's hot. It's hot to see somebody who is excited and passionate and knowledgeable about something that's important to them. It shows you care about shit. You know, if you can't even be bothered to give a fuck about your own hobbies and the things that are supposed to bring you joy, how the fuck are you gonna prove that you're gonna, you know, care about the relationship with a different person, you know? That's step one into the zone, right? Also, Carino Carnival, welcome in. That's literally step one in a step into the waters of the dating scene, is showing that you can be passionate, you can be excited, you can be full of whimsy and joy, right? People want to see that you can get worked up about something, because that means you can get worked up about them. You know? It's a simple thing. That's how I got my partner. I entrusted so much about his D&D NPCs. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, The best thing you can do is to just fucking be a nerd, dude. And then be a nerd and then find other similar nerds. And then you click. And then you fucking click, man. Do I still know anything about fucking Digimon? I mean, I know a little bit because I pay attention. I listen when they talk to me about it. Could I tell you the names of any Digimon? One. I remember Jellymon. That's it. It's the only name I remember. But you know, when I see those little Digimons and I see them and I hear the little beep of the little Digivice, you know, I think it's really cute. I think it's really adorable. Do I know jack shit about it? No. But when they get excited because they see a new Digivice is coming out, or I hear them taking care of it and I hear like the little shaking because I hear like the little beeping on the other side, I think it's sweet. I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. You need to find somebody who will think it's adorable when you get excited about something, right? Passion is sexy. Apathy is not sexy. So go into the things you're passionate about and you'll find something and you'll be able to nurture something from that. Something bigger than that, a relationship, you know? But yeah, go into your nerd zone and you'll find love. I believe in you. You got this. I need you to up your autism riz. All right? It's real. Autistic riz is real. It's 100% powerful. All right? Especially when you share the same interests. I mean, it's like the same thing. Like they normalize it with like the normie ones would be like football. The guys who like have like their favorite team and like their favorite sports guys on the team. They're passionate. They're passionate about the sport. I don't know jack shit about football. I've tried so hard. I still don't understand how football works. But at least they're passionate about it. You know, when they get excited for the big game, I'm like, oh, good for you. You're so excited for the big game. You know, you're going to go hang out with your friends and you're going to go party and watch the game. I'm happy for you. You know, they're excited. You know? Sometimes you just need to find the big game that you can cheer them on for. Oh, you're excited for the big game, buddy. So happy for you. Most of the people I've dated are autistic, so the autistic riz is very real. I'm telling you, there's just something so enthralling about seeing somebody so worked up and so passionate going on a highly specific rant about their subject. I love it. I love it so much. I could listen to fucking TED Talks about that. Yeah, even if you don't know which team Ronaldo Messi is, they can info dump to you about it and you can just be happy to see them so excited. He's a soccer guy, isn't he? When I said football, I meant like American football. But yeah, same thing. The same thing though is, you know, I don't fully understand, you know, a lot of sports, but you know, seeing people who are passionate about it, I think that's great. I think it's great to just have something you care about and something you openly care about that you're not embarrassed to care about, you know? Because if you're gonna be embarrassed about your interests, you know, yes, he's a soccer guy. I forgot you called them football, yeah. You got it right though. He's a soccer. Yeah, I remember that. Because he has like a fucked up statue or something, doesn't he? He has like a super fucked up statue. Or is it somebody else? But anyways. My point still stands. Find something that you're excited for, something that invigorates you, something that pushes you forward and empowers you. You know, find your strength. If your strength and the thing that brings joy to you, that puts a fire under your ass, you know, a little twinkle in your eye, is that you like collecting massive big booby anime figures, you know? Put that shit in a nice case. I want to see you dust off that case. I want to see nice LED lighting and a proper display for your massive anime booby figures, all right? That's how I know you'll take care of me. If you can take care of me half as well as you take care of your anime booby figures, then I'll trust you, all right? And when I see a new anime booby figure on the fucking internet, I'll link it to you, you know? It's that simple. It's that simple. Show your passion, show your care in the things that you pursue. And that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Show that energy, more passion, more energy, more energy. You just gotta put that shit in there, right? And you'll find it. You'll find it. But yeah, you got the CJ. If I find someone who nerds out about football like me, we getting married. Well, you just need to go to like the fucking South, dude. Go tailgating then. You go to the South, you go to a fucking tailgate. You'll find somebody, dude, for sure. I only went to the tailgates for the food. I'll be real with you. I only went tailgating because they had good food. The South don't fuck around with fucking tailgating. You get all the fucking alcohol. You get all of the fucking all of the chicken and like the fucking burgers and the fucking jambalaya and shit like that. The crab oil too. It's almost crab oil season, ain't it? Oh, when's crab oil season? That'll be like next month. Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. Because it starts coming around near Mardi Gras. Near Mardi Gras is when like crawfish season's kind of getting close to its peak. It's like late winter, early spring. But anyway, yeah. So you just gotta be passionate, you know? Be passionate, be excited, be open and free with your interests, you know? You'll find somebody. Australian football is probably the hardest to understand. Oh yeah, no, I don't know jack shit about American football. I can kind of understand, like, you know, soccer. I understand soccer at the basic level. I still don't fully understand how American football works. Except, like, touchdown. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. And sometimes they hit the ball between the tines of the giant tuning forks on the other side of the field. What is that thing called? The giant tuning fork thing on the football field? What is that called? I don't know. But anyways. AFL is funny because not a single field is the same size. Oh my gosh. Damn, there's no standardization? That's crazy. Field goal? Oh, it's called a field goal? That's what it's called? Goalpost? Is it just called a goalpost? The giant, like, tuning fork looking, like it's like a U with like the stand? I just called it a goalpost? That's kind of lame. Should have called it something cooler. Alright, next up, we got Beodrake. And I see Beodrake right there. And Beodrake wants a general reading. Is it really just called a goalpost? Yeah, I guess so. Wow, you can buy one for only $14,100, you guys. What a steal. Or you can buy one for $15,228 and get free shipping. Isn't that crazy? Oh, there's a cheap one that's got built-in soccer goal as well as the football one for only $2,299.99. That one's a steal, honestly. Fantastic. So you think we should buy it? We'll get the special discount one. Alright, let's see what we got for Beodrake's general reading. Absolutely, it's a long-term investment, yeah. Return on investment. We'll paint it and then we'll upsell it. We'll do like a fucking renovation flip on it. Let's see what we got for Beadrake's general reading. Oh, interesting. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Beadrake. Starting with... and then... There we go. I'm on mobile, so responses may be a bit slow. No worries, no worries. Alrighty. So, in order of left to right for you, Beadrake, we have the reverse Five of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have the reverse Empress card for your general reading. So let's go ahead and start with the reverse Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is normally a card of like upcoming battle, but in its reverse, it's kind of a card of victory after conflict. It's also a card of like new opportunities, but it's also a card of peace. The battle, it feels like the battle's already happened. Like, it's already happened. It's already passed, you know? Things have already gone down. You're well aware that things have already gone down, right? But also there is the hopefulness and the peace after all of the bullshit that's gone down. We followed up with the Moon, and the Moon is a card of mystery. It's a card of intrigue, of dreams, of intuition, imagination. But it's also a card of the changing of the tides, right? It feels like things are shifting, things are changing, things are maybe going in a new direction. Maybe you're not fully aware of what direction they're going in, but the gears are definitely turning. The rails are definitely shifting. It's just a matter of, but now where? Now where are they heading? I just got 8 ads timing. Oh no. All right, I'll wait. And Derry's a streamer of dreams and intrigue. Oh my gosh. We'll pause on the reading for the ads. Let me drink my water. Hi, Grimshaw. Welcome in. And J-Bomb. Gal evening, everybody. Hope the stream's been soothing so far. Yeah, we learned that you can buy an American football field goal for only like $14,000. Isn't that crazy? And it comes with free shipping. I just don't know where I'd put it. I don't think it'll fit in my room. Yeah, only 14K. Also, hi CJ. Thanks for grabbing your daily pillow. I need to blow my nose again. While we got the ads running, let me mute. Okay. I'm good. Such a great price. I'll have to get 2. Well, yeah, of course you have to get at least 2. There's one on each side of the field, silly. So it's closer to like $30,000 for the field. But then but you also need the AstroTurf, and then you also need to get the painter. So the AstroTurf is, I mean, you could probably just get like the dirt cheat shit, right? So maybe like 3K for the AstroTurf. I don't know how much AstroTurf costs. And then, you know, you got to pay the painter for the football field. So you can spray paint all the lines and the numbers. So that's probably going to be like, I mean, how much would they charge? Like $2K, maybe? $2K to paint up the whole field? Well, unless you're getting like the specialty paintings on like the touchdown zone areas, you know, like they do like the fancy spray paint stuff for like the different teams. I guess that would probably cost extra, but I imagine like the basic, just like getting all the classic lines on there is probably like $2K. It's kind of big field. Probably take a little bit. I'm back on the bright side. We should be clear for the rest of my feeding. You mean you're reading? But yeah. We so back, baby. Hell yeah. You can use whole milk to paint lines, but it only works in the rain. I'm not using milk on the foot. That shit gonna stink. It's gonna be stinky. That's yucky. Show up on vampire night for your feeding. Yeah. Alright. We got all the cards for you. I'm tired and autocorrect hates me. It's okay, it's okay. Oof. Suddenly my impulse purchase of 2 field goals is racking up so many other costs. Yeah, who could have foreseen this? Oh my gosh. I thought I'd only have to drop like 30K in order to get the football field. Who knew it'd cost way more than that? That's so fucked up. It works better than paint for rainy days. I don't know how whole milk would work better than paint on a football field. I don't know. All right. So, like I said, we had the reverse 5 of Wands, which is a card of the battle and everything's kind of already gone down. Shit's already happened. It's kind of over now, right? And now's the chance for new opportunities, new beginnings, and finally some peace. You know, the danger is past, the crazy shit's past, and now you're kind of picking up the pieces of what's been left behind. The moon kind of telling you, like, you're switching gears. It's the changing of the tides. You're going in a different direction. This is also a card that kind of tells you to rely on your intuition. Maybe you can't physically see where you're going, but you can kind of trust your gut to still lead you in the right path, in the right direction, as you move forward into sort of uncharted territory. And then that brings us to the final card, which is the Reverse Empress card, which is a card of kind of like an emotional or creative block. It can be a card of detachment or loss or instability. Whatever the case is, things have been rough. Maybe you're really feeling it right now. You're feeling like you've taken quite a few hits from that earlier battle, from all of the bullshit that went down. But the cards are kind of reassuring you, like, you know, your gears are changing. You're moving in a new direction. Trust the direction you're moving in. And things will get better. So even if they don't feel like they're better now, they will get better. They will get easier. Maybe it's tough because you're currently dealing with this reverse Empress. You're dealing with this loss. You're dealing with this instability. You're dealing with this sort of like block. But you'll make it through. You'll get through it. You just gotta trust your gut, listen to your inner voice, and just keep pushing forward. You know, the tracks on the train track have shifted. It's just up to you to decide to keep moving forward. You know, it's the changing of the tides, and that's a good thing. Because it sounds like you don't really want it to be exactly the same, anyways. So there you go. I hope that helps, Beatrix. Fingers crossed. Maybe that gives you a little bit of reassurance about everything. So even though it may feel like life has been super crazy and wild, at least it feels like things are starting to even out a little bit more, you know? But yeah. Next up, we've got Merciful Madness. Merciful, are you here? Let me drink some more water. Thank you. That was short and sweet and a good, fresh, deep breath. Yeah, you went. And you gotta let it out. Yeah. It's nice remembering to breathe. Sometimes you gotta breathe manually a little bit. All right. Merciful, are you here? Merciful? Is Merciful here? Oh, let me look and see. I see them in here. They might be AFK though. Speak to me, Merciful. Speak. Speak. They may have, as the kids say, glorped out. All right, we're gonna skip them for now. Maybe they'll appear in a sec. But we'll do a raffle slot reading. So for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess the number can get the reading. Creme quickly working their way through the numbers. I'll let you know when someone guesses it. Oh, there you go, Creme. Now you got it. It was 2. The number was 2. All right, Creme. Okay, you can stop guessing numbers now, Creme. It was 2. It was 2, Creme. Dealer's choice. All right. We'll probably do another one. Don't worry. We'll probably do another raffle. Let's see what we got in store for Crumb. What the cards got to say. $12. I mean, I'm no like mathematician, but I don't think 12 is between 1 through 10. I'm no expert though, J-Bomb, so maybe. Bum, 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 bum. What do you got for Creme? Okay. Yeah, that's a fun reading. All right, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Crumb. Starting with that one, and then that one, and then this one. There we go. All right. So we've got all the cards for you, Crumb, for your reading of just what the cards feel like you need to hear right now, what you need to know. So in order of left to right, we have the Hermit, we have the reverse Knight of Cups, and we have the 5 of Cups. So let's go ahead and start with the Hermit. The Hermit is somebody that has a lot of life experience. Very humble, very much somebody you can kind of go to talk about anything with. And somebody who tends to lead and guide by example, you know. Like I said, they've lived a big life, and with that comes a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience from their own personal lived experiences. It's a card very much of quiet contemplation, sort of the idea of introspection to find the answers to your own questions. But I think this is also a card you have to be careful, because it's very easy for the Hermit to become a recluse. You want to avoid cutting yourself off from the rest of the world. You can kind of see the winter cherry here is very much hidden inside of its paper shell, away from the rest of the world. And, you know, just be careful that you don't cut yourself off from your community and from the people who care about you. That also brings us to the reverse Knight of Cups. The reverse Knight of Cups is somebody who's a little bit out of touch with reality. It can be a situation that maybe seems dreamy, but maybe leaves you feel a little disappointed. Whatever the case is, things aren't as they initially seemed, and it's kind of disappointing for you. It's feeling very much like life is not working, and things are broken, and it feels like all of your dreams are kind of shattering a little bit. But it also feels very much like you're not fully grounded in reality. Because you're cut off, you're not fully embracing all facets of everything. And this can go in a lot of different directions, a lot of different meanings. But it feels very much like you are feeling maybe disappointed. You are feeling let down. You are feeling maybe a little bit hopeless in some instances. But that's not the full picture. I think in a lot of the things that have happened recently, it's very easy to feel scared and anxious and maybe even feel hopeless, but it's not hopeless, you know? As scary as things may be, you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to face the world alone. There are entire communities of people, way more people than maybe you even fully recognize, that love you and want to support you and want to take care of you, right? Communities that maybe you didn't even realize existed. Humans that are there to help make a difference and who genuinely want to improve people's lives. As much as there are bad eggs in the world, and there's a lot of shitty things happening in the world, there's also a lot of really genuine, kind, loving individuals in pretty much every place you can think of, right? I mean, there's always somebody looking to help a hand somewhere. And I think recognizing that there are helpers in the world and people who just genuinely want to do good and want to help you can kind of be a reassurance that, like, the world is not all bad. The world is not fully blackened and corrupted and horrible and awful and evil, and it can be very overwhelming to see all that stuff because the sensationalization of it can be very overwhelming, because that's what gets clicks. It's very easy to get clicks on negative things, and the algorithm feeds that, especially in the internet age. It can feel almost very overwhelming to sort of doomsday scroll through everything, but that's not everything, you know? There's just as many wonderful things that are not being advertised around you, but if you stopped and you looked, you would see the small, you know, speckles of light sort of even just in your immediate area, right? And then that brings us to your final card, which is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of recognizing that you're enough and that you can do enough. The flowers here are lily of the valley, and this is a symbol of the return of happiness, right? It's the idea that you are strong enough to defend what's important to you, but also that you're strong enough to be happy, you know? I think that's one of the things that's hard for a lot of people, is to find optimism, but you're strong enough to find optimism even when it feels like the world is against you, you know? Because the world isn't actually against you. There's a lot of people in the world who might be, but not everybody. And you've got people who are by your side, who are looking to cheer you on, who are looking to be there right next to you. And I think sometimes you just have to stop and remind yourself that it's not you versus the world. It is just you and the world and everybody trying to live and everybody trying to exist. And that there are a lot of people who would give you the shirt off their back if it meant helping you. You know? I think having those reminders is what's necessary to sort of keep us still grounded in reality. That, you know, it's not all bad. There's a lot of shitty shit in this world, but it's not all bad. It's not all completely fucked. You know? So you just gotta find the unfucked shit and go from there. But I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Crumb. Like I said, it can feel very overwhelming. But sometimes you just gotta snap back to reality. Talk to real people, you know? And recognize that, you know, it's not all as bad as, you know, they crack it up to be. But I believe in you, Crumb. You got this. You got this. Thanks, boss. Yeah. Anytime, Crumb. All right. We're going to do final call for Merciful. Merciful, are you here? Are you here, Merciful? Speak now, Merciful Madness, or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we're going to raffle off your slot. Speak, Merciful. Where art thou? Where are you? I think Merciful's dead. I think he's ascended to the higher realm. I think he's singing in the angels' choir. So, rip in peace, Merciful. Wherefore art thou merciful? Yeah. So we're gonna raffle off their slot. So for those of you who are currently in chat, if you have not gotten a reading from me yet today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10. It is a different number. It is not 2. Just to help narrow that down for you. The number is not 2. Number between 1 through 10. The first one to get it can get the reading. I swear to God, if somebody pushes 2. It's not 2. I told you. Oh, Grim, it was 9. Let's go, Grim. All right, Grim. What do you want for your reading, Grim? You can stop guessing. You already got it. You got it already. It was 9. No, stop. It was 9. It's been guessed. What would you like for your reading, Grim? Can I get a reading about my love life? Yeah. And you are subbed, by the way. So did you want a oracle card as well with it? Yes, please. I got you. All right. Let's do it. Let's see what we got for Grim's love life. My face with no oracle card. It's because you're not subbed to Silly Willy. Silly Willy, Silly Billy. Oracle cards are for subs, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards are for 100 bits. If you want to add a Yu-Gi-Oh card to your reading. Them's the laws of the land. Let's see what we got for you. I hope it's juicy. Alright, let's see what we got. let's grab your oracle card. And before it's a trap card, I got you. All right, we'll pull the Yu-Gi-Oh card too for the final reading. Let's go. End it on a banger note. Ooh, all right. Let me grab my Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. We do have like multiple blue eye white dragons, and we also have the parts of Exodia in here, so it'll be fun to see what you get. Time to shuffle for your love reading. What's your Yu-Gi-Oh card for your love reading? Wow, something insane happened. Hi, Merciful. You just got back. We just gave away your reading. I've been calling for you for like half an hour, Merciful. Where'd you disappear to? I was doing a part of a project. Rip. Ripperoni. The thought of getting the right hand of the forbidden one about my love life would be devastating. I don't know. I don't think it'd necessarily be devastating, but let's see. Get a bug on you. Grim, this is so fucking funny. This is so funny. Well, let me pull up the exact specific definition, because this is one of the cards from like the anime, so it doesn't actually have the text written on it. So where's just the text? All right. All right. Let me go ahead and put up the tarot cards up on the screen for you. So we got the first one, which is this one. This is, I think, the most banger way to end a reading for the final reading of a stream. Oh, I can't wait to tell you what Yu-Gi-Oh card you fucking got. This is so funny. All right, next one is there we go. And then we've got there we go. All right. We got all of the cards for you. So, in order of left to right for you, Grim, for your love reading, we have the Knight of Coins. We have the Six of Wands. We have the reverse Seven of Wands. And then for your Oracle card, we have Fruit. And for your Yu-Gi-Oh card, we have Exodia, the Forbidden One. This is the first time I've ever pulled any of the parts of Exodia. Oh my god. Like, we've never pulled a part of Exodia before. So, let's start breaking down this reading for you. Let's start breaking it down for you. We'll start with the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is the epitome of it ain't much, but it's honest work, you know? Simple, honest, hardworking individual, just trying to do their best. You know, simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. You know, it's hard to let it go, you know, hold me, you know, 100%. That is the epitome of the Knight of Coins. Straightforward, simple, hardworking, honest individual. We follow it up with the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a card of taking a break, getting a breather, getting some rest, spending some time reconnecting with friends, you know, build up your friendships, build up your community, your network of people that you can trust, right? Sometimes you just need a breather. If you get too honed in on trying to get, you know, a partner, I feel like you can lose sight of your other relationships that matter to you too, like your friendships. Sometimes you just need to, you know, crack open a cold one with the boys and just relax, you know? Yeah, do what you gotta do to refresh and revitalize yourself. Have your friends remind you of why they like you, you know? What matters to you about them. Also, hi, Bliss. Hi. But it is very much like a thing of like, maybe you're stressing yourself out a little too much trying to look for this relationship, trying to look for your love life to come into, you know, full fruition. Sometimes you need the boys to tell you, you know, that you're hot. You need your hype men. Find your hype men. Get them to hype you up a little bit. Spend some time with them, some good quality time with them. We also follow it up with the, very fittingly, with the reverse Seven of Wands. And the reverse Seven of Wands is a card of like the inability to recognize your own inner potential is what leads to failure. You don't even know what's good about you. You don't even know your best qualities about yourself. You don't even recognize the hand you got dealt, the things you already have for you. Also, Bliss, thank you so much for this, for subscribing to me on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But it is very much of like you don't even realize what you got going on. You don't even know your strengths. You don't even know the power that you hold, right? You don't even know your own Riz levels, your aura points, or whatever the fuck kids call it these days, right? Like, you got to recognize what you already have and use the hand that you've been dealt, right? And that brings us to your oracle card, which is fruit, right? Fruit is achievement. Fruit is success. It is the culmination of everything as it grows. And eventually, you know, you get the sweet fruit of your labor, which is, in this case, it would be love. It would be finding somebody who sees you shine, right? But you don't even recognize what you got going. How are you going to market yourself to people in terms of love if you don't even know what you're offering? You know, how are they going to buy what you're selling if you don't even know what you're selling? And I feel like reconnecting with your friends and understanding, having your friends tell you from their perspective, hey man, you're like a really good listener. Hey man, you're actually hot as fuck, dude. No homo, but maybe full homo, you know, just like a little wink wink, you know? But like, you know, sometimes you need to hear and understand the cards you already have in your hand in order to utilize them. And then speaking of cards you already have in your hand, you've got fucking Exodia, dude. Exodia, the forbidden one. If you have the right leg of the forbidden one, left leg of the forbidden one, right arm of the forbidden one, and the left arm of the forbidden one, in addition to this card in your hand, you win the duel. You will win. It's an instant win. Like, you can win. You can do it. But you're not even recognizing the cards in your own hands. How are you going to succeed if you don't even know what you got in your deck, you know? You got to look at the cards in your hands in order to realize what you got going for you. And in terms of love, this means you've got the formula, you've got all of the ingredients, but you need to actually, you know, dump them into the cauldron and stir it together to make the potion, right? If you're just sitting there on it, you know, with all the ingredients on the shelf going, man, wish I could find, you know, this potion. Wish I could buy this potion. You have all the ingredients. You have the cookbook. Well, make it, you know? Maybe you need to listen to your friends. Your friends will be like, hey, you have this ingredient. You could totally make this. And they're like, oh, shit, you're right. Look, you're like, man, I could really go for some fucking mac and cheese right now. And then your homie's like going through your fridge like, well, bro, you got milk. You got butter. You got cheese. You got macaroni, you know? Make some mac and cheese. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude, you're right. I didn't even realize I had cheese. I didn't even realize I had macaroni. Make the macaroni and cheese. The macaroni and cheese being your love life in this analogy. Anyways, you got Exodia. You can win. You can do this. But you need to look at your hand in order to actually win. You have to have all of the cards, and you have them. But now you need to play them in order to win. And sometimes to recognize what cards you have, you know, you gotta hear them. The cards are encouraging you. You got this. You can do it. I believe in you. Now look at your hand and win. Exodia. That's a banger though. That's the first time I've gotten any part of Exodia during the Yu-Gi-Oh portion of these. Because I have all the parts in my deck, but yeah. And at the very least, Exodia gave me yeah, at the very least you got head from Exodia, so you got that going for you. Hell yeah. But you know, I feel like you're overcomplicating it. You're getting in your own head too much, you know? Sometimes you need to hear the outside perspective from the other people who care about you and who love you, who can tell you, hey man, this is what you got going for you. And you're like, oh shit, dude, you're right. Oh fuck. And then you know, crack open a cold one. Have a good time. But you got this. You got this. All right. And my voice is slowly dying from all of this yapping. And that was the last reading of the night. So we are going to see who is online right now on Twitch so we can raid out. Bliss, by the way, thank you so much, Bliss, for hanging out on YouTube and watching me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night. We're going to go ahead and end things on the YouTube side. So, bye-bye, YouTube, while we look for someone to raid.